So next question, we are still doing the idea of P. If we look at this question really carefully, it's going back to the idea of PL divided by A basically. Find the resistance of the long wire, assuming that equal R does not change. Assume that the resistance and the density of the matter does not change. So P does not change. So R equal LA by a constant P. And the only thing that changed is the length to change by 3. So it would be, I think that, let me double check my answer because I already, shit. T, I deleted my whole entire row. Let me make sure I'm in the right question area. And then, no, I refused. No, I did it right? No, I did it wrong. Why did I do it wrong? Or why is this run out? Find the resistivity of the law. Assuming that the resistivity of the city does not change. Oh, I forgot. I'm not supposed to give the answer out because my own personal reasons, not really any reasons that you would care for. Ah, I'm so dumb. Yes, I am dumb. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I know why. Yep, I remember why. Alright, so I'm wrong. Um, Not because I'm wrong about this. I'm alright. So what we need to understand is that the is like this. We have right. If we increase the length by 3 times, you also need to understand that it is multiplying the whole area by 3, or dividing it by 3, depending on how it looks like. Right. I think it's divided by 3 because the area doesn't change, so you are conforming to this. So you're multiplying by 2, so it's like this actually. So and getting rid of that, but the density does not change. Well, that's actually a pretty tricky question. R equal L multiplied by 3, but A is changed by something. And I think it's divided by 3, if I remember correctly. Um, I don't know why. I forgot why. Mass material does not. Oh, the mass density does not change. The volume remains the same. If L0 is the length, then L is the new length, then the new area is original cross section area. Then A would change by divided by 3. Yeah, so it would be 9 L divided by A originally. We call it the answer, which I'm not giving. Um, do I know exact reason why? Can I actually draw it out and explain it? It's the next question now because I don't really fully understand it to the point that I can explain it right now, which means I need to actually figure this shit out. Huh. So, I think the best way to explain is to math. So, let's just say that R L3 divided by A divided by 3 must equal L divided by A P, right? P cancels out. We have P, and I forgot to write P here. Um, so, which means it's 9 multiplied by the original R, but yeah. We won't talk about that. So then we can get rid of this one because the resistivity um, did not change. Uh, Means that we can say A0 over here. Now let's do 3L divided by AL cancels out equal A new. And if I divide by 3 is A, the original A must be converted into A new, which is divided by 3, which uh, which uh, which is equal to A divided by 3. A divided by 3, the original. So that's the ANS. Okay, yeah, that is the reason why. It's kind of confusing how I talked about it, but you could think of it as you have to make sure the R new equals R old, and that's why. That's the answer. So next section, I already did this because it's a pain in the ass to do. If I didn't do it earlier. Uh, so what the idea is over here, you see this portion. I convert that into a constant basically, and then make this go up and down from it, and that's what all of that is. Nothing hard, nothing difficult. Yep. Mhm. So yeah, so that's generally how they did it. Let me get my backing in here. Here. Alright, so if I look over here, that one XY, XY, you can see the XY in here, like kind of. Um, well, technically speaking, it looks better if I let me just see them. If you look over here, this is a form of here, and plus C is the up and down kind of way. The only change we have is how fast it changes. That's how you can form something like this in the middle by having it slow down up here like this, feet up. Uh, Although I don't need to do that right now, so I don't really give a crap. Over here is the opposite. Do you see how tricky that one is? If you look over here, we presume over here. See why it's not working. We presumed over here that because of this minus y, we think of going it this way, but it's actually this way because if you actually do the math, it's a positive, while this is a negative over here. Um, nice trap over here. Um, kind of like it. This thing's also a simple question. We don't need to look at that anymore. This is the horizontal range and the vertical trace. Now we can go over here now. This over here, we can use L'Hopital's rule if you want. We can also use the MX rule. Well, I refuse to deal with that. So this is chapter 14.2, okay? And 14.2 is all about the limits. Um, and this is a major topic. We're going to talk mostly about this shitty topic. Um, continuity, if two variable functions continuously have a limit, it means that we have a limit of f x equal f a b, which basically says if lim of x comma y to 1 over 2, let's just say some article has some if this is f, okay, and that equals to b then if this is like that. Clearly, oh, that gives us that too, okay. Clearly, there's a pattern here. Okay, so you get the point there. So what else does this mean? Well, there's a few ways to solve this question. One is the squeeze theorem, which we'll be using a lot to prove a bunch of shit. But this is the easiest one out of everything, which is plug in and get answer. Yeah, literally plug in 2 and 6, and you get a variable. So when that happens, you're done, as my high school teacher would say. Um, to be fair, there is some properties I'm looking at that looks a little bit more stooginess, as they say. So yeah, I don't. If I'm let me. Um, that's the wrong one. So that should be just plug in and get answer if I remember correctly. Um, which I don't know any easier way for me to like show that without like giving the weighted answer, because it's like you're not supposed. I mean, you could. I mean, technically speaking, I guess I could show that. No, I can't. Maybe. So let me look at this. I think that's the only way to show that answer. Yeah, literally plug in, because note that x minus 4y is continuously everywhere, and that the 2/6 value does not equal 0. Get it? So if I were to say this, so uh, no, let's see. So first method we don't need. What we need is something beginning. So if I were to plug in e to the 2 and 2 minus 24, that gives you the answer. And that's all it does. So there's really no math to do anything. It's just plug in and get answer. X minus 4y would get a incontinuous error if it's 0, but it's not equal to 0, so it should be fine to just, because it's plus the 4y. Uh, so um, it can do a bunch of shenanigans. It can get negative numbers and should be fine. The only answer to it if it's x equals 4, and then y equals 1 would still give you 0, would then give you 0, which then would make a problem. Well, luckily there's no problem here, so who cares? Much harder one. Cosine xy minus 1 and x squared y squared. This one I don't even know. We're gonna have to do the how to do shit, and then look at the first method, second method, third method, fourth method, and figure it out. It's not so easy. That means that there'll be instantaneous answer. I wish it was instantaneous answer. Would make things so much easier. But I think it's going to be using squeeze theorem, because knowing this question and looking at the cosine, I'm shooting things out of my mouth to get something out over here. So no, I think it's going to be a let's just do the problem, okay? So we need a substitution first, actually. So we're going to method. We're combining methods. So we're gonna combine. I'm looking at this. Where is it there? Okay, we're not doing polar coordinates. Where is the sub method? I don't know where the method is. Um, well, method substitution. Basically, we're going to do u squared divided by cosine u minus 1. That should be good to do. I don't see any reason why it would be faulty. And then we'll use L'Hopital's rule, I think. L hop, which equals negative sine u, and then 2u, right? Because you do d dt du, I think. on both sides. So yeah, du. Um, this is technically long without the limit. N equal u equal to 0. So we can also put that as -1/2 for sine u by u. But in this case, we know that sine u has to be a squeeze theorem method. And then you have -u sine u u, right? Which I believe it equals 1, and then the -1/2 would be the answer, right? Am I doing it right? Yeah, because a squeeze theorem makes it so that it turns to just basically 0. And basically 1 because it's sine. Yeah. Well, that was a little bit of doozy. I don't like that problem. Oh, another question. Great, wonderful. So this one also has this method is also used. I would recommend you sub. Can we even do a sub? Okay, so what we have to do is bring out method 1 or method whatever. I don't really know what method it is. So f, we'll do f parentheses 0 comma y, and we'll do f comma x comma 0, which gives you 0 divided by y4, which gives you, I think I'm doing something wrong. We'll see how this turns out. X squared, which equals 0, which means it should be continuous to that point. That does not sound right. No, I'm right, apparently. No, I'm wrong. I need to also do one more thing. What's the one more thing? I don't know. Don't know. They go with the same press, so there's something I'm missing here. It's not DNE. Oh, we can sub in Y. I don't know. What did I do wrong? There's something I did wrong. Huh. No. Well, according to the textbook, it's DNE. It's a DNE. Not by this method, because they give you the same shit. What you need to do, apparently, is get the R cosine out. And the sine and cosine out. And what you need to do is basically sub in r cosine theta and then r sine theta, then square that divided by r squared because that's x squared. Oh, that doesn't even work like that. I don't think. I think the easiest way to actually solve this question is to mx. Why would I even want to do that? Yeah, I think the easiest way to solve this question is not do this method because this is painful. I hate it. I don't know why they suggested this method. Instead, we're going to do y equal mx. That sounds so much easier than doing the other way. Yeah. And you can do x equal my too if you really want. But we do mx squared divided by x squared plus mx squared of 4. And knowing that the everything is counted on. So if I do x mx squared squared divided by x squared plus m4 x4, we know that, how do you explain it? Okay, first we should get rid of x, right? So we can do mx divided by x, right? Because there's one x, plus m3 x 3, no, m4 x4. We can do that again, which equals m divided by 1 plus m4 x2. And you can see that is the function is defined by m4 and n. And we know by if we go to the approximation method, that is m4 x squared. And if we get this, it is close to this idea. And this idea has m that's making it DNE. If there's an m that's forming the equation out, then it can't possibly be the answer that we're looking for. Now, that I realize is the same thing as saying x equal y2 maybe, because I see the textbook that you could also have done this limit of maybe it'll be easier for y equal x squared actually. So if I did that, this is y squared. Sorry, this is x and then x. If you use the fourth, yeah, all right. Actually, no, I'm fucking stupid. This is a better way. So lim of y squared by y squared divided by x by the second plus let's see, sorry, y squared y4 and then y4, which gives you, if you do 0, if x equals 0, uh, that equals that equals 1 half, because y squared divided by y4, which gives you 1 half, right? X4. Right? I'm not being stupid, right? Yes, because 4 is. Am I doing something dumb? I think I am. Well, we'll figure it out later. No, I'm right. I'm right. This is y4 over here. And it's y4 plus y4. And if I do 1, divide 1 plus 1, y4 equals 1 half. And then y4 cancels each other out. So it is a half. But if I did 2x on the, let's just change it to y equal 2x squared and then plug it into here. Sorry, oh my god, x equal y2 squared. It will give you a different number, and that's not equal to each other, the first one. I don't really like this method. I think I could have chosen a better one. Let's see if there's a better method I could have chosen. The both methods to me feel like whack. It's not really good. Never was. I think I am being a dumb person by default by allowing this to happen. So, no. Let's search online and see if I can figure it. The better method, I think, is, well, according to the guide. Yeah, I think I'm right. Oh, I get it. Yeah, yeah, we could have done that too. Yeah. So next thing we can do. Next question. I think of a better method for that one. This one. What's this one from? Is it from this section? Yes, it is from this section. No, it's not. That's from the, is it from here? Yeah, it's from here. Okay, so we'll do that problem. We'll first do this problem, which is obvious, easy. We just plug in over here. We just plug in over here and just get the answer. I'm not going to say more than that because I'll just be giving things away. All right. So I think y equal mx might work well here. And how much time do I have left? 15.